Give it a second. All right, we should be live on both platforms now. Stream's also been promoted as well. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm your host Frenzy. Today we have a special mission. It is the last-ish day of Portal Peril, so we're gonna try to make the most of it. The good news is that we're doing it mostly on max levels. The only other low level I'm doing it on is with this character, Noah Seacaster. The only thing about this character, though, is that he has relatively overall pretty good stats. Unfortunately, though, the dual schooling stats are insanely OP compared to my storm damage. But you know what? Overall, still some pretty solid stats. So, yes, today we're going to be doing some more Portal Apparel on a handful more characters and really just hope for the best here. You know, hopefully things go pretty well. I think if I were to switch to this pet, for example, yeah, it doesn't really change that much. I just lose death damage. Yeah, I just lose like 4 damage. Yeah, it's like barely any difference. So, yeah. Let me know if you're interested in joining some runs with me. But in the meantime, we're just going to get things started because I don't want to be around the bush with this one. We just got to go, go, go. I also hope they don't like complain about me using like glow bugs or something like that. I know people be complaining just for the sake of it. It's kind of annoying. Listen, I'm just doing what I can, bro. You know, I just exist. You know, I'm just here doing my best. What else do you expect from me, my friend, my sir? Wow, look at that 9K health. It's kind of crazy, bro. I'm honestly just gonna let them hit with a faster AoE. So we're just gonna go from there, bro. I have done 14 runs per event on my storm using glowbugs, and I haven't had a single person complain, so surely not. Let's hope, man. Listen, I had a friend who literally had someone complain about her using the non-Wallaroo AoEs. It is fucking insane as to like how these people are just so like picky about their runs with randoms. Like, I get certain things that you expect from a pretty decent overall team, but come on, dude. If a job gets done, the job gets done. Who cares how it's done, as long as the job gets done. How many characters are you doing this on? 3. My storm, my myth, and my ice. The myth and ice, they're the slightly max levels, at least have access to Wallaroo AoE, so we're good. Now, yeah, it's crazy what some people will complain about. My friend had someone who complained because he had a Fitzhugham's robe on his storm instead of the motorist or... Are you kidding me, bro? He's a pure PvE non-crowns player. Yeah, like... Hey, if you're that picky, go back to raids. Go back to where you belong. That sounded so bad, but listen, go back to where you belong in raids, brother. Go back to where you belong in raids. If you're gonna complain about that much. This man isn't using the meta off of his head. Crazy. I was gonna like just not hit, but I'm kind of curious to see how much damage I'm doing with this. I think I'm gonna have the badge on my myth though. Like, if we have time to do runs on my myth, which maybe. We only gotta do 14 runs. Like, it can... I feel like, honestly, like, you can't get worse than like what my life had to go through with like lower levels. Like, I was just suffering, dude. I was suffering like on the inside that day doing a second run. Yeah, let's take a look. I kind of wish they'd sped up this AoE a bit too, though. But it's not that slow. But I just kind of wish they didn't make this 1 by 1 by 1. Does a lot of damage, though. Pretty good. Did you max the event bar on your life? Yes, sir. That was like literally, I'm so glad I did it on the life first because I just did not want to run it again. I knew If I kept stalling on the life, I would never do it on life. And honestly, I just kind of used it for the Outsiders relics. That's kind of the only reason why. Yeah, it is one of the faster 1x1 AoEs, though. That is true. That is very true. Oh, this is my favorite AoE. It's the funny spell. I like the funny spell. Yeah, Glowbugs is pretty solid. I honestly still think that like all AoE should just kind of hit everybody at the same time. That's just my opinion. Because like the problem with AoEs when it's like 1x1 is like all that calculation it's trying to do, and the pierce and having to see the death animations 1x1. I feel like all that is just slowing it down a bunch where it really shouldn't be. Get better processors type stuff. That's so cool though. I like that. I'm surprised she didn't enchant the Tatzel Worm though. I don't. Maybe it will one shot. Who knows? You know, maybe she's got busted damage. It's a 55 blade. Surely it does enough, right? Oh my god, you wasted my time. Oh my god, why did you do that? Why did you check your Tatzel Worm? Oh my god. All right, you get to see Glowbugs for the 269th time. Oh my god, you're inconveniencing me. Oh my god. My name is Wolf Stormblade. Nuclear bomb. I got everything. I got feints. I don't have TC ones though, and I don't feel like buying any. Cause I'm already kind of cooked on the TC department. In fact, I'll remove these tower shields. There you go. Mr. Bobcats, how you doing? Also, I forgot to say hi. How you doing, Noah, Nathaniel, Mr. Bobcat? How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good. I don't care who hits. I'm just going in. Oh, fuck. My bad. I did not mean to click that. The game just, like, auto-clicked. I only got reg. I got reg. What would you like to do, Crystal? It's all up to you. Okay, got you. I've been outside doing work all day. I'm now chillaxing. Gotta eat something. I'm hungry as fuck. I feel that, bro. Dude, I literally was running errands all day with mom. I was running errands all day with Mama Frenzy. We were looking around at a Roz to see if we were able to find some Mexico shirts as they're playing tomorrow. I already got like a no sleeve shirt, so like a tank top one. I got a just general shirt, but my mom gave one of her shirts to my dad because he didn't bother trying to find one. So we're like, okay, well, I'll just give you this. She's like, I'll give you this one. So now we're trying to find her a replacement one in the sense. She has one, but she wanted to get like another one. So we went over there. We found nothing, unfortunately. And then we just did like your typical grocery errands, going from point A, point B 50 billion times. And every time I got outside the car, I wanted to die. I literally wanted to die as I was going outside the car. It was kind of crazy. It's like 100-degree weather. And like I had like so much energy. And then like every time my energy just kept getting lower and lower every time I went outside. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's exactly what happened. Honestly, low-key, I should have hit. I low-key should have hit. I feel like we'd be done by now. My name is Wolf Stormblade. Still stuck in the 90s, sorry. I was born post 9/11. Dude, I actually got to see the entirety of the interview you did with Taz. And literally the entire interview is just like you calling Taz old in like numerous ways. It's kind of hilarious. My back problems subsided somewhat. Sprained my right ankle somehow though. That's crazy, bro. The human body is a mystery. At least we aren't in Europe. They got no AC. Yeah, but they usually deal with the cold. They usually deal with like intense cold in Europe, not necessarily here. It's actually not a good thing that they're dealing with that right now. You know that meme where it's like, you know, oh, this is like the worst day ever. And then Homer's like, the worst day so far. Yeah, that's literally us right now. We're actually kind of fucking cooked. We are actually kind of cooked. Also, with this whole like super El Nino coming through, there's a really good chance that we might be dealing with another snowstorm that we're not prepared for, like at all. Like it is a big possibility, and I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna be like that guy on TikTok that was like doing a video about like how Texans versus everyone else deals with snowstorms, and then the guy's like, some of you may die, and that's gonna be my ass. I was having too much fun, literally. He's like, what's a VCR? I'm like, bro. You know what's crazy? I actually have like a like you know those tapes, right? And with those tapes, I remember I had one that like rewinds it. I got this from the flea market. You see, if you're like poor, like if you're like in a poorish family like me, obviously not super poor, right? But like, you know, pretty poor, you might end up with a lot of this, you know, so-called ancient technology a lot more often because it's what you can afford, right? So I went to the flea market when I was super young, and I got this like VHS like rewind thing, right? So you can watch your movies again on that tape, right? Or anything you really want to watch on that tape. So it's of the shape of a race car, like the Ford GT, and I think we gave it away. And low-key, I wish I kept it because it's actually kind of cool looking. A fucking snowstorm in July and brother, not in July. Not in July, in fucking like February or something. You know, like the time where normally we're supposed to get hotter already? Well, it's gonna be the exact opposite. We'll get like colder as usual, but the chances of like a winter storm is probably higher now. Because we're probably gonna be dealing with colder and weather with an El Nino. Massachusetts got a record-breaking 36 inches of snow this year, and I never want to see snow again. Real. Remember how when you were a kid, you always look forward to snow? Now you got older, you're like, you know what? Snow's kind of cool, but it's very inconvenient sometimes. If anything, we will see super big thunderstorms and tornadoes. No, but the likelihood of you getting snow in Texas, it does get a little higher when dealing with like an El Nino, because you deal with like weather and colder climates, and typically the perfect time for that to even happen is usually around February. Actually, I'm not even sure about the studies for it in terms of like tornadoes, but haven't we been getting like slightly less like here in the state of Texas? But like if you're like a little bit more up north, you're fucked. Like, I remember this time of year, we'd be getting tornadoes like almost every fucking week. Almost every fucking week. Don't worry, if Ted Cruz doesn't leave for vacations, y'all should be fine. Oh yeah, real. Yeah, we need the Ted Cruz indicator. We need Ted Cruz to just let us know. It's like, yo, Ted, just let me know. Am I fucked? Like, help a brother out. Am I fucked or not? Just let me know. But you may have noticed, right? It's hot in Texas. But surprisingly, and also kind of unsurprisingly, it's not as hot as it usually is. usually by this point we're dealing with like triple digits, but not just barely at the 100-degree mark. We're talking about like 110s mark, maybe like 109 mark, but feels like around the 110s kind of mark. And it took us quite some time to get to that point. I remember fucking dying in May. I actually have a funny story about that. One time when I went to a dual credit class, for those who may not know, it's basically a type of class during high school, and I'm pretty sure a lot of high schools offer it, if not everyone, who knows. Maybe it might be by a different name, but essentially you're taking a high school class for college credit that you can transfer over if you're just planning to take college courses in the state of Texas. Regular or faint? Okay. Yeah, I got you. And so one time I went to my class, I went to my history class, we took an exam, I did very good. And on the way back, the bus never arrived. Apparently the bus just kind of had some issues, so they were never able to arrive. There was another bus that could potentially be coming, but again, a lot of this was kind of last minute, so nothing was really planned. So what happened is that we ended up either taking a ride with friends, or you just have to stay on campus until someone can pick you up. My dumbass decided, you know what? Let me just go walk to the hospital next to my school. Because, like, I don't think anyone offered me a ride. I actually don't think anyone offered me a ride to go, like, you know, at the very least to be at the school, right? And so what had happened is that I started walking by myself around the downtown area just so I can, like, potentially get pizza at the hospital place, because they actually serve some pretty good pizza. And I was really craving that pizza. So I was a man on a mission with my laptop bag, because why the fuck wouldn't I have a laptop bag? With my big ass backpack that has a ton of shit on it. You probably didn't even need half that shit, but you never know. You know, it's like a just in case, you might as well carry it with you kind of backpack. And man, I was walking my ass for like 30 to 35 minutes in like basically 100-degree weather. And I had like just this one water bottle with me. So luckily I knew some places around the area, so I could probably stop at like any place if I could just like buy another water if I really wanted to. But I decided to just like push on and just kept going. And I was just dying. And so I was dying so much that, like, whenever it came towards a entrance where the freeway was, normally most people would just decide, you know what, I am just going to go into the intersection because it's my right of way into the freeway. This guy saw I was clearly dying, that he literally stopped his car, he put his emergency lights on, and keep in mind, there's no way for other cars to, like, you know, go through, right? And he just let me pass because he saw I was fucking dying. And I thanked him, and I just kept walking. Finally, I made it to the hospital, and I got the pizza I really wanted. But I literally went to get like 2 water bottles. I literally like finished drinking one of that water bottles like full. Like, I barely stopped drinking. And then the other one, I kind of kept it to myself because I literally ran out of water. And because I was just like super dehydrated. And with that, I probably finished it the moment that my dad came around. And then he saw it was super red. He's like, bro, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, well, the school bus wasn't here, so I went walking to get a pizza. And he's like, why? Why did you do that? And I was like, because I wanted pizza. This is during the time, like, I didn't have a car to drive. And ever since then, he was like, you know what? I'm going to offer you the older car that we have and you just have to find a way to get parking so you can just drive to school. Because you are not doing that again. And I was just like, bet. And that's the story and how I got my first car. AP classes? No, that's not AP. It's like it's somewhat similar, except like for AP you have to take an exam to get the credit, right? You have to take like an entire exam to get the credits for it to correlate with college. AP is actually a lot better in this scenario because for AP you should be able to transfer an AP credit to pretty much any college. But I did it through dual credit. Dual credit, at least for me, is going to be through a community college, which means that you can only transfer it through classes that are acceptable within the state of Texas. So if you're planning to do college within the state of Texas, you're totally fine. If you're not, then you're just kind of taking the class, I guess, to slightly better your GPA at high school. Notice how these runs are flowing so well. Notice how I'm not suffering anymore. Dude, doing Peril on my level 70 life is like torture. I am surprised bro did not kill. Just goes to show you glow bugs is a better spell than Tempest in terms of like just raw damage within a 5 pip. $214, that's crazy. Which one are we using, guys? Okay, I got potent then. Hell yeah. We're rolling, we're rolling. Curry's banditing, he's banditing. Shout out to Corey. By the way, if you guys are interested in joining me for some runs, let me know. Unfortunately, there's not like a really good way to team up with a group. I think I might make a video going over like my thoughts on Portal Pair after doing it a couple times, because I do feel like one of the things that really annoys me is that I can't properly team up with a group. Yeah, wrote Realm. We can go to like Trident. Trident's fine. We do Trident. Oh my god, you inconvenienced me. Oh my god, why didn't you kill? Oh my god, I am with Stormblade. This is still better than any of my runs I've done with the life. Well, not any, but like most of the runs I've done with life, because my lord, was it awful. I hated every second of the experience. doing the runs on my life. Not the AI viewers, bro. Brother, what are you doing? What are you doing, brother? No, sir. Anthony, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Are you also planning to finishing Pop, or did you already finish Pop? I got another pet. Oh, and some boots. Which give... Oh, okay, they actually do give stuff. Why doesn't it show the card before? I don't know. I'll join on my storm bet. We are going to Realm Triton. Wait, do we not have a Triton realm? Oh, fuck, I'm stupid. I'm a fake Wizhead. No way. Kraken. Let's do Kraken. I'm kind of stupid. Hey, what's up, young? Never played this game. What do you do on it? So basically, in this game, you create a character, and then you pick a class. You could do like the little quiz thing, but let me just tell you right now, the moment you get to the gym section, it's gonna be based on the gym you pick. Nothing else matters. But yeah, so you essentially just play like a turn-based RPG kind of MMO, if that's like the best way to describe it. Honestly, there's definitely a very, very long discussion as to what you do in this game. But yeah, just think of like almost anything you can do in the MMO, you can probably do it here. So you can do like raids, so doing stuff with like other people in a extremely hardcore and super sweaty kind of content. You can also play through the story. You can solo, but it's a little difficult at times. Not everyone can do it. And obviously there's farming. There's a bunch of side events. We're doing one right now, Peril, which is going to give you a lot of free currency here, known as the fortune coins right here. These fortune coins are going to give you some pretty useful stuff. Like, for example, if you wanted to farm for specific gear, you're going to need these things for crafting or synthesis, whichever you want to call it. You also have your spell upgrades, as there are a variety of spells that you can cast, but you can make them a lot more powerful. And the best way to do it with not too much effort is probably doing this event. So yeah, you can do a lot of different things here. You can also decorate a house. You can customize your drip. Probably one of my favorite parts of the MMO is customizing drip. And you can also do player versus player, so competitive mode. I'll let you know now, Nathaniel. Is it pay to play? Sadly, yeah. I've been trying to advocate for this game to be more free to play. It's not working. It's not working, man. I'm trying. I'm at least trying to make it to where, like, at minimum, like, the first arc, right? Which is, like, 5 worlds. So, like, 5 areas for you to explore is at the minimum free. Because then you can actually explore everything in the game, right? Anything that the game will have to offer you will be right there within that first arc. You just don't get to play through the rest of the story or specific portions, right? But, like, that will give you the main stuff that you want to do right then and there. It is very old, yes. It is a super old game. I think it's getting towards its 20th year. In 2 years, we will be celebrating 20 years of this game. It's kind of crazy. In 2 years. 2 years. I'm sorry, I have to keep quoting that because I love that video from that guy. I'm not sure if it was like a TikTok, but I saw it on Twitter. The Joe Biden. I love that guy. I love that guy from that video. He's just he seems very fun. He's also a fortune teller apparently. It's a pretty old game. It's still pretty heavily popular. Yeah, it did get a console release. So if you're interested in playing in PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Xbox players, there is a console version of it. However, I will give you a warning on that one. Console is still pretty behind from this port. This is the PC portion of it. And unfortunately, you cannot play with PC players, which might sound like a really bad thing for the console player. But honestly, I think it's more bad for the PC player base because I feel like the console base is much larger from what I've seen. Seems like the PC port is kind of dwindling down little by little. But the console port, since it's really fresh to them, it seems like it's always growing, which is great. However, personally, I kind of prefer the PC portion because it's easier to do text chat. So talking with people through text chat. It's also going to be up to date with updates. And I feel like the main reason why it's like behind on updates is I think because of Xbox. I think they mentioned that Xbox has a whole certification thing for like every update you have to do, which kind of sucks, honestly. But what they have been doing is instead of giving you like the yearly-ish updates where it's like, oh, you get one update for the fall, one update for the spring, and then one update for the summer. It seems like they're like combining updates together to kind of speed up the process a little bit. Because then all they have to go through for certification is a big bulk of content. Instead of just going through, oh, here's your summer update, here's your spring, and then here's your fall update. So it's interesting. We'll have to wait and see as to what happens, though. Because me, personally, I feel like they just gotta give console a little bit more love. And I will definitely love a merger with PC. Because I feel like that will definitely make the game feel super alive. Because the game's doing pretty well. But it will be doing so much better if we were able to merge the two populations together of console and PC. It'd be great. I didn't realize a fourth person was here with us. It's fine. You know, we only just gotta deal with these squids and the other guys. He mainly just has to be here for the final fight, and that's it. I will say, though, this game, just like any other game, tends to get pretty formulaic after some time. But you could definitely play the game however you want to keep it fresh. And sometimes you might get rewarded for it. But don't want to go too much in depth because I feel like that's something that you just have to learn over time. You start off with the basics, and then there's new systems that get added as you keep exploring through the game. And a lot of these new mechanics have been added relatively recently, so for veteran players, they tend to struggle more because it's something that's totally new to them. It's not something that they were able to build upon for a skill that they can do. But I think for a newer player, as long as they're actively trying to seek information for it, which the game does kind of try, even though it doesn't do that great of a job at teaching you certain things, I feel like they will be able to get accustomed to the new systems a lot better in comparison to veteran players. Because as you can see, the main thing we're doing, right, is the whole AoE spam. You know, all of enemies spam. We cast a spell that hits all enemies and just roll with it. But it's because we have the stats and everything to do it. But for some people, they do actually want to learn some of the new mechanics because they find it interesting or it keeps the game fresh. And there are some fights that may require it. But for a lot of this, I typically say don't worry about it too much until you get there. And of course, since the game has been out for so long, there are so many wonderful guides, wonderful creators out there that you can watch if you need to learn something about the game. I even have some analysis videos myself of certain mechanics in the game or how spells work. So there's that. And there's a bunch of other wonderful creators. Some of which might even be in chat right now, just lurking. Who knows? You have no idea how much I want to use this spell. I kept it just in case. Okay, I got a potent. There you go. Nathaniel, do your thing. Love how you didn't know it. What was I supposed to notice? What was I noticing? Wait a minute. Is this your ice setup? I see the ice pet. The ice cloud. Wait, and he has a myth pit. Hold on. Let me see this. How much damage do you have for ice? Holy cow. Oh my god. Why do you have so much ice? Oh, well, yeah, maybe the pet helps, but that's crazy. Yeah, guys, he's totally an ice wizard. Don't worry about it. He's totally not a storm wizard. The health is just, you know, it's a glitch. He's got the pure immunity build. That's why he's a knight in armor. Dude, my brain is on autopilot that I just haven't noticed. It is kind of funny you're just able to one-shot it, though.
This racket will not be tolerated.
That's crazy. Well done. This racket will not be tolerated. No, sir. No, it won't. All right, I'll let you know when. I'll type it. Because I think there's a delay with the stream. Oh, frick. I don't think you got in, bro. Oh, no. Oh, you didn't get in, bro. Oh, no. What's up, Frenzy? You got a lot of coins? I did redeem a lot, actually. I got a ton. So I'll give you a rundown as to what I got. So on one character, on my fire, I used the coins. Oh, this is like a low level-ish area. Okay, low level-ish version. Okay, that's fine. I used the coins in order to get myself the Aquila spells. So the Life Wizard finally has access to Fires of Mars. He finally has access to it. On the Life Wizard, the one I dreaded doing on because, oh my god, doing it with randoms is like a pain. It's like torture. He was able to get himself relics, outsider relics. So now my myth has a better overall build. It has a variety of builds. I have a healer set, healer soloer set, and also a more farming, pure damage type set. So I have access to that now. I could make some other changes to the gear probably, but I'm just kind of lazy, so I don't really feel like doing it. And the New World's probably coming out soon. So I might as well save the rest of my fortune coins whenever Portal Peril does come back again and just use that to save for the New World whenever they get their own reagents. Why is my game's laggy? Really? Is it? Oh, shoot, you're right. It is. Yeah, I guess my freaking connection decided to poop itself. That's fun. Yeah, it might be my connection. It just kind of did like a little bit of a hiccup. Looks a bit better now. Yeah, the computer, or rather the connection, just like did a hiccup. I just thought Twitch was being Twitch. Yeah, Twitch be kind of laggy too though sometimes, unfortunately. That's why I personally prefer streaming on YouTube overall. Yeah, I don't have the best connection, unfortunately. I'm just doing what I have. I'll take it in a minute. There you go. Oh, I know her. She was with me last run. Hell yeah. These events in Wiz need to be. I agree. Honestly, that's my other critique with Portal Peril. I can hit. Yeah, true. Everyone liked the stream. Do what Bradley says. I do agree. One of my complaints with Portal Apparel. So you get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Technically, you have the upcoming Tuesday as well. If you're like a night owl person, or if you at least wake up before like around 9 a.m., right? Because that's when like they kind of remove everything. But my thing is, I think for like a free-to-play player, it kind of sucks that they're only given maximum 14 runs. Because you only get 2 credits per day. And it sucks because there tends to be runs that don't go as well. People flee because they're like assholes. And it's unfortunate. It's just really unfortunate if you have to go through a wasted run. Like, I just feel like there should be a little bit more of a cushion for the free-to-play player in order to do what they want to do. Yeah, I'm still having some dropped frames apparently, which that's funny. We love OBS. But yeah, I honestly think that they should either make it last a little bit longer than a week, or maybe better yet, offer a little bit more tokens. I would say it might be best if they just leave it for like a week and a half or something. That'd be kind of cool. At the very least, like the extra redeems will be nice. You can actually do this as low as a level 30. So the minimum to get into Portal Apparel is level 30. Although, yes, it is ideal doing it with max levels. If you do team up, you're more likely to do things with max level. But there is a good chance you might end up doing it with a bunch of low levels, and it tends to get a lot harder because of it. Now, what I will say, if you were to make your decks, you know, have some hits, like AoEs or maybe a strong single target that's cheap. Have some support items as well, and definitely carry a reshuffle. And the reason you want to carry a reshuffle is because you want to make sure that if things go bad, at the very least, you're prepared for it. Or non-members get like 3 tokens daily instead of 2. Yeah, I would say that will help them quite a bit. It gives them quite a bit of a cushion, right? So they get like an extra 7 redeems, which, yeah, I think that's fair. I feel like that definitely will compensate for potential terrible runs or just people fleeing, because that does happen often. So yeah, I will be talking about a good bit of this in the future. Really cool pet, by the way. Kind of cool. But yeah, I definitely want to talk about that because I personally love this event. I think this event's fantastic. I think it's practically perfect with maybe a few things that could be improved from time to time. All right, this should be GG, I think. If not, well, I think everyone else got it. Yeah, I do agree. Either more redeems or maybe just have it last longer is the way to go. Appreciate the compliment, Bradley. Dude, if I didn't kill, that would have been crazy. GG, guys. GG. Yo, Nathaniel, how's your run going? I'm sure it went very well. Surely it went very well. This racket would not be tolerated. You know what? That actually is on par with Dewey. Very on par. Oh, wow. Yeah, he finished before me. That's crazy. All right. Okay, I think these team-ups were going a little quicker. Ah, no, it happened again. Oh, Nathaniel. Oh, man. It's not where. Oh, wait, you're here. Never mind. He's here. He's here, guys. I don't know why for a second I was like, yeah, he's an ice wizard, you know? He's using this spell. Only to realize that, yeah, actually he's on his storm doing the... What's the terminology for storm and ice? Stice. Spice. I don't know. That's a cool looking spell, though. I feel like out of all the AoEs, I always appreciate looking at the Wallaroo for ice. The Wallaroo AoE for ice is really cool because you just don't see it often. Because you don't really see ices as often. Surprisingly, you're actually seeing a lot more myths recently. Which I'm pretty happy about as a myth main. I remember we used to be the people that no one ever wanted on the squad. Back in the old times, I had to rock a dollar store Jade setup for people to accept me. And now, well, I'm here rocking offensive setup. And mostly soloing regardless, because I got so used to it. It became like second nature. In fact, usually when I do worlds, I try to solo it if I can. Because I like going through the dialogue and stuff. That's always fun. Yeah, this timer hasn't gone out yet. Honestly, this timer is a really good indicator of how we're doing in terms of efficiency-ish. I'm not expecting like 100% efficiency. We're doing this with randoms. Look at me. I am the captain now. True. When does the event end? And events... Okay. Technically, today is the last day. However, if you manage to stay up for a little longer, like midnight, at least before 9 a.m., you could technically do another run. You'll get a new set of tokens around midnight, and you can do your run within that time before 9 a.m. So technically, you do have Tuesday. But you just need to make sure to do the run. But yes, technically today is last day. By tomorrow at 9 a.m., it's something completely new. As to what that is, I don't know, actually. There could be a calendar for it. I can look it up. Yeah, let's just skip that. Let's take a look. Event calendar. Here we go. Okay, we do have it actually. Oh wait, no, we don't have it. Yeah, this is still July. Oh wait, that's not the right one. We only still have one for June. Huh. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Because we still have June's event calendar for some reason. Oh, this is Europe. I'm stupid. Why is it always only giving me the Europe one? I live in the US. Yeah, recently, like, the North America one just never works. It literally just be giving you the Europe one before anything else, which never made sense to me. I can find it on Twitter, I guess. See what we find. How we're looking. 125. Okay. We're doing pretty good. I got my faint, potent, you know, we're good. We're solid. That's all we need. So I got... I don't know what Noah's gonna use. Okay, TC, I got the potent. Oopsie. I got potent. Let's take a look. Oh, damn! Germany lost? That's kind of crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Let's see. Do we have anything from Wiz? Honestly, I've been realizing Wiz is so late on news. But I literally find things out by Richard Unicorn Caller before I ever find things out by Wizard101, by King's Isle. It's kind of crazy. Like the moment they announced, oh hey guys, this is the member benefit for today. Richard's already on it. I literally wake up, I see a Richard video. He's like, oh, this is the benefit for today. I'm like, well, I got my news already. Yeah, I'm trying to see about this event calendar, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there it is.
This racket will not be tolerated.
Yeah, so we still don't have... We still have... Yeah, we still have Junes. We don't have Julys, necessarily. Actually, we do. Spiral Showcase. That's the next one. This racket would not be tolerated. Yeah, so next event. Spiral Showcase. Get your gold keys, guys. Get your 1 gold key. And also a Professor's Horde pack. Pretty good pack, actually. Yeah, I got to finally use this spell. Let's go. Die. I actually did pretty good damage. I don't even have that fully upgraded yet. Yeah, at the moment, Queen Calypso. Yeah, tier 3. We still got some ways to go. All right, we're at 150, guys. We're like slightly halfway done. All right, I'll let you know when. Oh my god, guys, I got an endorsement. No way. Has anyone actually maxed it out? Has anyone actually maxed out the bar yet? Is that a thing? I got 3 endorsements. Let's go. You get spellements or something. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen it maxed out, so we'll find out eventually. The time is just not right now. We got like 3 storms. The not even a duality, it's a triality of like AoEs. We got Bunyip, the best AoE of today. Tempest, the best AoE of all time. Glowbugs, a very solid AoE. I have most of my lore spells maxed in one path, with the exception of 2. Try to guess what they are. On your current wizard, or on or a different wizard. Like, can I get like a little hint? Or no hint? I'm gonna guess one of them is Winter Moon. For no reason. I'm just gonna guess Winter Moon. On all wizards? Okay, okay, any wizard. Okay. Maxed out lore spell elements. 2 of them only. Handsome for Mori. Oh wait, am I trying to guess the one that's maxed out on more than one? Am I trying to guess like the maxed out spell on 2 paths rather than 1? Winterman and Fomori have been maxed for eons now. I hate when I get Fomori, bro. I be fuming. One day the devs will make Handsome Fomori good. One day. I didn't specify which day. That's the last spell I would have ever maxed. So I thought that it would be a good guess. I have 2 lore spells that aren't maxed. Oh, okay. 2 lore spells that aren't maxed. Okay, so I'm guessing the ones that are not maxed. Okay. So I'm guessing Headless Horseman is one you haven't maxed out. And the other one you haven't maxed out. I say my best guess is gonna be the holiday spell, so I'm gonna say Handsome for Mori and no, not Handsome for Mori, my bad. It's gonna be Headless Horseman. I feel like you maxed out at least the Reindeer Knight and Krampus, either because you bought packs or you farmed a decent bit of Krampus. But I think it's Headless Horseman, and what's the other spot I can think of? Brave Sir Badger. Oh wait, forgot about seasonal spells. Okay, the exception of those, with the added hint, they're both... Okay, they're both myth. Okay, okay. They're both myth. Myth spells. Guys, we found a Wolf Stormblade in chat, by the way. Not in chat, but like in this run. We found the Wolf Stormblade. Finally. What would I consider a spell that wouldn't be maxed on a myth? I'm gonna guess Hero of Chrysalis is one. Because General Lightbane is kind of a pain. I could totally understand not wanting to run it. What's the other spot I can think of that may not be maxed? Surely not Grendel's Immense. There's no way you didn't max out Grendel's Immense. I feel like everyone will go, like, if you maxed out every other spell, you already maxed out Greta Tuskar, so surely you probably maxed out Grendel's Immense. Splash Squatch and Keeper of the Flame. Okay, that would have been... My next guess would have been Keeper of the Flame. But yeah, I was thinking like Hero of Chrysalis and Keeper of the Flame. I didn't think you didn't fully upgrade Splash Squatch yet. I thought you did. Then again, though, I can understand, right? Because it's like... What? Cat Bandit, Berry Surprise. I feel like in terms of the pool, maybe not the best pool. It's like a semi-okay pool. And then Keeper of the Flame, my thought process for that one will probably be how you maybe upgrade it to tier 1 just to get like the feint, chromatic feint, and just called it a day. And maybe just gave the rest to another wizard. Wish you can get seasonal spell elements. Yeah, I agree. I feel like that should be a thing. That should definitely be a thing. I'm guilty of that. I do that all the time as well. You're not the only one. I always like do enough for just like the 75. Well, technically 100 spell elements because you need like what 35 to unlock. Actually, no, it's 50 now for tier 1. So yeah, 35 and 50, so like 85, right? You know, you unlock the spell and then you upgrade it once. I opened so many Christmas packs. I don't even have tier 3 Krampus. That's crazy. Yeah, I low-key want to like max out Krampus just so I can give it to like other characters that could potentially use like DOTs for fun. And then Reindeer Knights kind of goated. Goated with the sauce. I'm not even charging my phone. I should have been charging my phone. Dude, I'm so nervous tomorrow. Mexico is playing Ecuador, man. I'm kind of nervous. Listen, I want to keep the streak rolling, you know. But like, I'm low-key kind of scared that they're gonna fumble the bag. I don't watch much soccer, but when I do, like when the World Cup comes, I always be cheering for Mexico. I'm gonna be at work as well. Gonna be listening to the game, maybe watch a little bit while at work, you know? It's gonna be great. But when you do, you prefer those Ekis. Stay thirsty, my friends. Oh, I got a wand. Dude, I still have to do this on other characters, bro. I think this might take longer than I expected. All right, I'm gonna be right back for a quick sec. Give me a sec. Oh, I forgot you can't AFK spam anymore. Okay, y'all, I'm back.
Oh god.
Hopefully that didn't take too long. Let's see. How we doing? 175. We're officially at the halfway point on one character. Wow, I didn't realize how long I'll be doing this. All right. Nice. We made it. We made it. Yeah, I heavily underestimated the amount of time I was gonna spend doing this event. Because I still got 2 more characters to do this on. Luckily, it doesn't take too long. It's just like, your boy's gonna get burnt out after this. I feel like I may not want to touch Wiz for a little bit after this, I'll be real. I feel like I've been doing too much Wizzing at that point. Which is fine, because, you know, I'm doing some grind for Kingdom Hearts. Speaking of which, a little bit of an update on that grind as well. So I did manage to get more relatively difficult to obtain synthesis material. I got the Stormy Stone. I believe that's what it's called, which comes from the Shadow Heartless, like a special version of the Heartless, a stronger version. And that one was a pain in the ass to do. I was trying to see if I can just kind of farm it within one sort of like playthrough, like, you know, just going through a playthrough session of it. But what I had to do was I had to do like a hard reset. I would do the run, finish the run, get the material, then I would basically do a hard reset for the game. Like, I'll save first, I do the save, then I do the hard reset. And in order to do it, you press all the trigger buttons and you press the start button. It hard resets the game, so you can go back to the loading screen. Well, not the loading screen, but like the starting screen, and then you can do another run and just keep doing it that way, so that it keeps getting summoned. Because for some reason, if you don't do it that way, it doesn't resummon, or it's an extremely low chance. And I did not want to go through all that, so I did the hard reset technique, and that definitely made it a lot better. So I should be getting really close to like crafting the ultimate weapon. And I think if I do stream Kingdom Hearts again this week, and I think I will, it's most likely going to be doing some of the extra content along with like super bosses and the ending as well. So we got a lot we can do. And that might take a couple streams as well. Doing the super bosses alone will probably take a couple streams to do it. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty fun. Still no information about Pirate 101. No information about the update, to my knowledge. Not much information in terms of free memberships. So we're just kind of here. I would hope to get a free membership. That would be nice. If there's a lot of franchises that we've never seen before, I might just buy KH4. It would be so good. If there's any world I will want back in Kingdom Hearts, definitely Mount Olympus. It's always nice to come back to it, especially because in Kingdom Hearts 3, unfortunately, we did not get a tournament for Mount Olympus like we did in every other title, which kind of sucks. I always love doing the tournaments in Mount Olympus, fighting the secret bosses there and all that, characters there. It'd be really cool if we did it, but like in Kingdom Hearts 4, because we didn't get it in 3, unfortunately. Would have been so lit, especially with the updated graphics too. I think that was a missed opportunity from Square for sure. Is not having Mount Olympus tournament section. Hopefully everyone is ready, because I am just going in. That is a really cool... Yo, wait until she finds out you're not actually a store. At least not today. Not today, I'm afraid. It's the thought that counts, chat. Too bad I can't. You know who can use it though? I can. Also, last run before I switch characters. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Oh my! I swear to God, that's an E-frame. It's gonna crash out. All right, let's do a resist check, guys. Resist check, everybody. Yo, y'all do something, please. Please. I want to use my Calypso. Please. Please. Just cast a spell so you don't notice I'm using a Calypso. All right, here we go. Hell yeah, brother. Check out this Calypso. Gonna do a bajillion damage. I promise. I'm just always curious to see how much damage I can do out of this. I always love using this spell if I can. Hell yeah. W hit. Her storm trap was not in vain. I used it. Let's go. All right, we got a total of 6 runs. 6 runs. 6 runs. We got 6 runs left to complete. What realm? Let's see. Looks like we're in Bernie today. Looks like we're in Bernie realm. Frog looks like he's about to sing "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey." What's up, dude? What's this, your balance or something? Okay, it checks out. It checks out. It checks out. What the hell? What the hell? It's a lot of Pierce, actually. I get this much Pierce. You know what? That explains a lot, actually. Yeah, that explains a lot. All right. I'll let you know when through text chat. I'm not sure if you're here. No, you're not. Nope. Oh my god, this guy's using cheat engine or something. Like, damn. I'm barely freaking here. Is this guy an ice? How does he have 11k health? Here comes the glow bugs that does a bajillion damage. We love bajillion damage bugs. Look at that pretty orb. As for Pirate 101, you could try to solo the new key boss. I cannot pronounce that to save my life. Isn't that boss like cheesable on the Musketeer? You just like use explosion decoy all day. Meklan Tekutle. Nah. Nah. Okay, do I have to do it? So everyone just kind of went out. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Gosh darn, dude. I never needed to use decoy. I feel that. The companion you get from it is actually really good. Is it the companion that I have to fight like a bajillion times for and then buy with crowns or something, or no? Porque lo voy a usarlo mañana. Yeah. Money? Ah, of course. It's always money. Unfortunately, I just can't really put myself into like buying a companion, really. Like every now and then, yeah, I'll probably buy a couple companions, but they're probably gonna be like the side quest ones that I really like. But it's hard for me to just like buy a companion, you know? Like on one hand, I want to support the game, right? On the other hand, I honestly am just not a fan of how they do certain things in the game. Like the no skyway stuff is kind of crazy. I think the crazier one is easily going to the I could buff you. Never mind. It's like the puppet shows, right? The puppet shows give the game a lot of charm, and they're like, "Oh no, it costs too much money, so we're not going to do it." I'm like, "Okay, that's crazy." I actually spend a lot of money if they put pack companions behind grindy badges that unlocks them in the crown shop. Yeah, I think that would definitely be cool. I think that would be so much better than what they do right now. Like, it'd be nice to have a pity system for the packs, for one, but it'd also be very nice to do like a grindy to unlock them permanently in the crown shop. Like they would the Zocolo and the anti-swash. Yeah, that would be good. I agree. That will be very good.
This racket will not be tolerated. This racket will not be tolerated.
Did someone use the same feint? I mean, it's fine. Kind of funny though. This racket will not be tolerated. Right? It won't. Ah, someone used another 75. I see. I see. Either I could pass or whatever. I have another hit. Okay, never mind. He got it. He got it. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. GG. That's unfortunate. Kind of glam going to the gym later because I could definitely use a little bit of a cleanser after doing runs on stream today. I'm literally gonna burn myself out from Wiz just because I want to do some Portal Peril. All right, here we go. We're back. All right, guys. So, I think 5 more runs now. 5 more runs and we're done with 1 character. 1 out of 3. Oh my god. How's your run going, Nathaniel? Are you done? Hold up, almost. All right, bet. I'll wait for you. Five more runs, everyone, and we're done with 1 character. Then we'll just have the myth and the ice remaining. Honestly, that might be a good excuse for me to play a little bit of gacha on the side while doing these runs. you know, have something somewhat productive, I guess. What the? Did I never redeem that one? Bro, that's crazy. Now I redeemed it. What realm? We're still in Bernie. All right. I'll let you know when through text chat. All right. And now. Oh, no. He went before me this time. That's crazy. Damn. That's rough. That's rough, dude. Is that why they call it gotcha? You spend lots of money on the gamba, don't get what you want, and it's like a gotcha. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's like in resemblance to a gachapon, which is like the little balls. You like put currency or like a special currency inside the machine, and then you get like a random ball. You don't know what's inside until you open it, and once you open it, you see exactly what's inside. That was also my last credit for my bounce, so you'll never get to see him in action again. I guess that's crazy. What did your bounce do? Kidding, but also like 20% serious. How much do you need to do for the other characters? So this character I have, this is my 5th, this is the 9th run? 10th, technically 10th run now. This will be the 10th run. So I'll do 4 more of this character. The other 2 characters, 14 each. Assuming we don't mess up, which I don't think we will. Yeah, so like 28 runs. That's a lot of runs, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Really? Oh, my health is lower. So we're with like lower levels this time. You need to do all 14 runs on the remaining. Oh dear, yeah. Listen, I heavily underestimated how long it takes. Heavily underestimated. I'm gonna be whizzed out, bro. Okay, to be fair though, I should be having stronger characters doing it now. My ice is probably the weakest of the bunch, but I should be having my stronger characters, like a Wallaroo AoE type characters for the other 2. So like no matter what, we're always getting max level. No matter what. It's always max level, no matter what. And the myth is probably going to be one of the easier ones to do because I just got the gear upgrades. I now have, I did some like rearranging with my stance. I now have, what is it? Around 59% pierce. I could probably get that a little higher maybe, but I have around 59% pierce and like 240 something damage. And if I go for a damage set, I got like 250 something. So we have a solid amount of damage in pierce. So yeah, I plan to do like I forgot to do my dailies for ZZZ today. I'll do it when I come back for sure. But then after doing the dailies, I'll do some of the weekly stuff I need to do over there as well. And just, you know, be on my way. When I had my back injury, I did like 12 runs of pop from my bed because it genuinely hurt like hell if I try to sip. That's tough, man. That's tough. Honestly, I would be chilling if I didn't spend most of my day running errands. That's kind of where it came down to. Most of my day was spent running errands. This could have easily been like maybe around a 4-hour stream. And then we'd be done with most of the characters except for like maybe one. Okay, they got the Lulu ready. That's good. Yeah, that's all we need. If I knew you had to do 14 runs on 2 more characters, I would have saved him for this. The only reason I decided to do like more runs is because this is literally like one of the it's one of the more easier portal perils. Despite how much I suffer doing it on the Life Wizard, it is one of the easier portal perils to do. It is one of the easiest ones. It's AoE fight, AoE fight, AoE fight, and then it's just faint stack to AoE. Easiest run known to man. A lot of the portal perils I like this, except for the clock one. There are a couple that may not be like this. Like if we get the Leeches and Legends one, I'm not gonna lie. If we get Leeches and Legends, I may do it on max like 2 characters. Maybe even 1. Actually, I do have a question. Does Portal Apparel, let's say you're trying to go for badges, right? For winning like, for doing like the dungeon a couple times. Do you get credit for it, by doing Portal Apparel? Like, let's say like you gotta do Leeches and Legends like 25 times, right? If it was in Portal Apparel, I wonder, do you get credit for that? I hope you do. Done with my balance. Now me and Bernie realm again. All right, got it. Don't know. Will assume not. Yeah, unfortunately, I would assume not because the devs hate us. The devs just hate us, bro. It sucks. I will hope that the answer will be yes, though. Because, like, it will definitely help. Since I'm already doing it with like, a team. I'm chilling. That's also implying that they will even add them to Portal Apparel. That's fair. Very fair. Where did the 4th person go? We need to know where they're at so we can just get this done. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, get that mass feint on. We're just going in. All right, we're cooking. I'm just gonna AoE right away. Get the mobs out at minimum. I feel like they would add Leashes and Legends to the rotation. I feel like it may not be as well liked though. Okay, I have some potential places that people are going to hate if it's in rotation for Portal Apparel and you want to do it with the team. And I feel like having an update to Portal Apparel to be a little bit more convenient for people is going to be very ideal. One of them is going to definitely be Leashes and Legends. It's a very fun gauntlet, but unfortunately, if you're doing it with randoms, you have to basically assume that nobody knows what they're doing. And it is like one of the worst feelings ever, is you're with a team that just does not know what they're doing and does not even try to figure out what they're doing. Nightmare, yeah, Nightmare. The other one I can think of where it's like not that great to do. Well, we already know the clock dungeon is one of them. Forbidden Library would be pretty fun for Pop though. I think Forbidden Library might be pretty fun. Until someone can't solve the puzzle. Until you can't solve the puzzle, it will be fun. The crash out will happen at the puzzle. But maybe someone's taking notes, you know, as to like, oh, these are the dungeons that we're doing.
This racket will not be tolerated.
Yeah, but the puzzles are easy as shit. Just find an object with pet mode mostly. No, there's like a puzzle where like you go to the statues, right? And you have to pick a book. And I think the puzzle is based on the fights that you did. It's based on the number of fights that you did. And if you kind of just didn't pay attention as to which fight you did, you just never solved the puzzle. That puzzle. I'll be at Bernie. Is this your other balance? Is your ice? Yeah, right? That's you. $116 death damage. A dice. Bro got the dice build. Dyson. Yeah, but the let's see. So Nathaniel, this is you, right? I'm assuming, yeah. Yo, all right, bet. I'll give you the input with text chat. Tell me when. Yep. Okay, so you joined me on the ice. Let's go. We did not get lucky with the balance. Oh god, why am I stuck? I think another one people may not like is the isn't like the Azteca one, like the most recent one? Isn't that kind of like, maybe people will like it, maybe people won't, because it depends on like which dungeon do they do or whatever. Randoms will be like, what's pet mode? Yeah, what's a pet mode? I've never used this in my life. Hidden Temple is fun from what I've heard. Yeah? But like everyone is different, right? Yeah, that's the problem. Is like I think Hidden Temple's not with like randoms in mind. Remember, with randoms, you have to think that everyone's an idiot. Including yourself. I've never done that. Got all the gear from the pack. W.
It's showtime.
Yo, what the heck? Young Mikes, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. That was a pretty delayed like alert on my end. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, appreciate ya. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully you had a great stream. Hopefully you had a good time. It's raid time. I don't have the shout command. I should. Remind me next time, guys. Remind me next time to have that, because I always forget to have that. To be fair, I haven't really played Wiz, where I haven't streamed blah, blah, blah. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a while. So I kind of forgot that's a thing that people do on Twitch. I always just do YouTube, and like YouTube, we don't have as much customization. But yeah, shout out to bro. Shout out to bro. My remaining characters have like 2 credits each, so I won't be around to help you for much longer. And it's all good. Honestly, I don't even have much time before I have to like potentially end the stream anyway. I have like maybe like 20 minutes or so. And that's mainly because I'm going to the gym. But I feel like we have enough time to get these runs done, you know? Finish off on my storm, and then just do the other 2 classes off camera, as I underestimated how long it would take, but it's fine. You're doing this on Myth and Ice? Yeah. I might do that off camera, maybe. I mean, I could stream it. I could stream it, maybe, but I don't know. Like maybe off camera, because I'm gonna be playing like I could probably use that as an excuse to play like some Zenless off camera, and like that does take quite a bit of processing power on my PC, and by PC I mean my laptop. So maybe not the best. Not to mention I have to like pause the game constantly just to see what's going on in Portal Peril, because literally, as you see, easiest Portal Peril ever, right? And I might have to pause a lot because, you know, we're getting to the next fight. It's gonna get quite annoying pretty fast. It's annoying for me, because like I guess I'm not as good of a multitasker as I used to be. I used to be pretty good at it. Now I'm just like, I get irritated. This is why I can't like dual box, tri box, quad box. Funny thing though, friend of the stream, Nerdy Birdie, she'd be doing Beastman all by herself, which is like insane, but like, yeah, props to you. The fact you can get wins off that is what amazes me more. Like, that's pretty crazy. Imagine winning a raid when it's just you, yourself, I, and many other terms that indicate yourself. Because it's like, what, like a 6-man team? So you're running like 6 accounts at the same time playing Beast Moon, or like at least 4 with 2 randoms. Yeah, who quad boxes are just not there. Nah, Nerdy is just really good. She's just really good. Listen, you basically have a superpower. That's basically what it is. You have a superpower. You can just do it. I can't do it, but someone can. I get annoyed doing dual boxing. I hate when the animations don't align with each other well. It's kind of annoying. You know, I should have waited. Okay, that's a good. Okay, cool. I hate just logging into my other account to store him power. Yeah, literally, that's so real. That's so real, dude. That is so real. I hate doing that too. when I dual box, it gives me a headache. So I don't know how people can quad box or tri box. It's a skill, dude. It's like a gift of some kind. This is why I'm a soloer, dude. There's two kinds of soloers. There's true soloers, and then there's the quad boxer. Like, yeah, guys, I solo. Has 4 characters on 4 accounts and has them all running at the same time. But yeah, I'm a soloer, guys. Me, I'm fighting for my life. Literally. See, that's not a soloer. That's just a lonely person. Over 90% of brackets of perfect brackets were dusted after Paraguay's upset over Germany. That's crazy. They won. They won in like the kicks. I suppose only the nerdiest of birdies can. Honestly, she's a great creator. I do recommend checking her out. She's got a lot of really nice guides. Oh, fuck. Oh, I see you. I see you. We made it. Oh, dude, we are running out of time. Man, this is taking a while. We got Storm and Storm. How many more runs you doing before you end the stream? We're gonna try squeeze as many as we can. Just as much as we can. I think we could probably do like another run after this. Maybe one more, but we're kind of stretching it a bit. And just go from there. Unfortunately, guys, I am not that well versed in soccer and in football. So I actually don't know, what the matchups are going to be like for specific teams. There are people who know about this more than I do. But I am just curious to see if somehow we get an upset for Bosnia beating the USA somehow. Because the script, the script. Oh, speaking of the script, right? So apparently in The Simpsons there was a soccer related, I guess some sort of prediction or so, that it was going to be in the finals Mexico versus Portugal. I'll join my fire after this bet. But yeah, dude. Oh man, I'm so worried, bro. Tomorrow it's gonna be crazy. Why do other countries call it football when it's played with a soccer ball? Well, I think the ball is also known as football. Dumb American joke. Because you use your foot when playing the ball. Oh my god, no way. America uses football for a sport that you play with mostly your hands, but sometimes do kicks every now and then. And then you cheer on for the Dallas Cowboys and you say, yo, guys, this is my year. This is our year. And then it's not your year. Basically like the Lakers of the NFL. Actually, I don't really, yeah, maybe some Lakers fans. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely like some Lakers fans always think that somehow like they always gotta be somehow the best team but the worst team at the same time. They're very reactionary. What the fuck does soccer even mean? So back in my day, we used to play balls with the scooter. And then we like decided to call it soccer. Why? No reason. Ah! I hate when that happens. Okay, we got another game coming up. We got the Netherlands versus Morocco. Honestly, that Brazil-Japan game was kind of crazy. It was pretty crazy. Football requires a football and beer when spectating. Soccer is played with soccer ball. Yeah. Bro, all I know is if America wins like the tournament like overall, we're gonna be the most annoying motherfuckers ever. I can already tell. And then for us, like, you know, that cheer for Mexico, right? The Mexicans. We're gonna be celebrating the finally no era penal. It's real. Also, never. I mean, apparently they have a pretty good shot this time around. It's actually a pretty decent team, but kind of hard to say. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow. A lot of people are a lot more negative towards Mexico than they are towards you know, the USA. I feel like people are just happy the USA are like advancing or something. And they also got pretty close one time as well. All right, well, I guess we can meet at Bernie again. But yeah, like for Mexico, it's like everyone I see on Twitter is like, oh, they're gonna get truly tested this time around. It's like, listen, we're happy that they're here, but like they play like ass and they're gonna truly be tested. And the way I saw the games, I was like, honestly, they're not bad. It's just I think their offense is maybe not the best. Their defense is really good though. Forgot my fire hat energy gear, so I'm grabbing my myth. All right, sounds good. I got one more, maybe two more in me. All right, bet. I got one more in me. Maybe two. Maybe two. Yeah, but I see, like, through Twitter, I'm seeing a lot more positivity with the Americans. And then with the Mexicans, there's a lot more negativity. There's a lot more, we're fucked. We are so fucked. And it's like, Mexico will truly be tested. And then there's like the other half that's like, we believe, we believe, we believe. We're making it to the final. We believe. But it's mostly been like negative and very like worrisome. Because like Ecuador's a pretty good team. So yeah. And then the American side is like, yeah, bro, we're going to call it soccer. When we win, we're going to call it soccer. That's all I've been seeing all over the internet, all over Twitter. The duality of vibes that I'm getting from both countries. Oh, but best believe when they're playing, right? They get super excited. So, if I wasn't doing Portal or Peril, what I've been doing is I've been like casually getting Azoth using Scout while playing other things. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate that method. It's just boring. You don't get much Azoth from it. Sure, you're getting passively, but you don't get that much from it. And then constantly having to look every 2 minutes is annoying. But yeah, we're getting more Azoth for the guild. I finally got the recipe for the Generalist Azoth. Not like the main Azoth, basic Azoth, but like the Harmonic Elemental Spiritual Azoth. And now we just need that stuff in order to get an upgrade for the portals. Or the crafter, which I think that's the thing that's making us not being able to craft specific key stuff. You can still AFK farm Azoth, right? I don't know if you can you? I'm gonna try it. I'm actually gonna try it. I think, what is the best place though? I feel like best place will probably be it'd probably be like Shallow Palace, no? But like, I'm like, okay, does the reagents replenish like relatively quickly? That's like my main issue. I did that for about 20 minutes before I looked for a different approach. Hall of Heroes. Oh, Hall of Heroes. Okay, I'll make sure to write that down. Yeah, I'll be sure to check that out. Like, I'm sorry, but like, y'all need to like find a way to make these farming materials not like super boring to obtain. Like, as tedious as like the Kingdom Hearts synthesis is, at the very least, a lot of them can be pretty fun. They're like fun little mini games. A lot of the material that you can get typically come from like fun little mini games you can do. You know, honestly, I should have streamed it. I should have streamed some of the farms so I could show you guys exactly what it is. But maybe I will. Maybe I will. Like, when I get towards the last farm, I'll show you guys like all the different ones you can do and like how you do them. Even though low-key, like, nobody really cares. But I just want to show the difference between, like, how it is to farm for reagents in Wiz versus how it is to farm for it, like, in Kingdom Hearts. I think the equivalent for Kingdom Hearts would be, like, if you farm for the boss, like, outside the relics, right? You're farming for the boss reagent material, right? And you're farming these bosses. I think that's the equivalent. But farming for reagents in Wiz, for a lot of them, or in this case Azoth, which in my opinion, it's more like a reagent than it is a TC, if we're being for real. But Azoth farming is very mind-numbing. What I did was trade a $20 prepaid card on GDP for 1,200 worth. No reagents. I found it extremely worth it personally. More specifically, if you go into the Hall of Heroes dungeon and go to the glowy thing in the back, you can use the scout on it repeatedly, and you can get the Azoth. Not sure if it's still there, but you can check. I'll take a look. Yeah, bro, I just need some Azoth, brother. Like it is very tedious out here, man. I could use GDP, but like I don't know exactly how I do a trade in GDP. When I did trades with TC, I had a friend that just collected a bunch of TC. She had her own shop, and I just kind of used her to get Azoth from. But now I don't have access to her anymore, so that's that. And I just don't really know as to how to do it through GDP and who to trust, basically. I have one more run on the myth. If you're down to run it one more time. Yeah, I'm down to run it one more time. I need to get ready anyway, so I'm down to run it just one more time. Fairly straightforward. It was my first trade as well, and quite a big one. Yeah, because I would definitely do it. I have a ton of... They accept empowers, right? As well. Because I kind of want to get an Azoth trade for empowers and just go from there. Yo, how you doing, Bentley? Welcome, welcome. I need to invest in item card feint. You could trade in powers, but there are far less people that are willing to trade their Azoth for that. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. It's like I knew this was going to happen. It's like I knew. Yeah, I think honestly, I'm going to invest in some item cards. I think that's what I'm going to do. There's an item card feint I believe you can train and not train, but like get with like your outsider relics in Darkmoor. That is literally a feint, but it's like a bounce feint. The bounce feint, but it's a universal feint, I believe. It's pretty cool. Should probably invest in that, low key. Damn, you are just slightly short. That's tough. You can also trade it for Dreamwater. Oh, I might actually have Dreamwater for that. Yeah, I might actually have that. I have Freddy's Bathwater. Yeah. Freddy's Bathwater. We have it. We have it in the bottle. That's getting clipped. It's probably not. Freddy's stank water. Real. Okay, chat. Maybe. No promises. No promises. Actually, no. I probably won't do it. I was like, maybe I'll come back and stream, but I was like, nah, it'd be kind of late. It'd be kind of late for that. Technically, in a way, it is bathwater, since We've all swam in it. Oh no. Okay, I guess I'll be in Realm Bernie. Okay, I got one more run in me, bro. We gotta go. All right. I'll let you know on text chat as per usual. Nice. Yeah, they gotta do something about like a group team up though. I feel like that should be a thing. I know they're trying to incentivize people like running with randoms. That's fine. That's totally fine. But I feel like you should at the very least consider people who want to just team up with friends. Want to group up with friends that's not just like joining a sigil. You know what I mean? They do it for Beast Moon. I don't see why they can't do it for Portal Peril. That's all I'm saying. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, let's start the dancing. Hell yeah. That's a fucking smoke screen? I've never seen that spell in years. That's Jasmine's way of saying we're gonna smoke these enemies. Oh, real. Yeah, the symbolism. The symbolism, chat. You have to understand the symbolisms. Smoke squid sounds kind of good, actually. You're a little hungry. So am I. Yeah, I definitely underestimated actually how long this would take. It's possible I may only be able to do this on like one more character. Maybe. Yo, shout out to the 6 viewers though. Yeah, we're chilling. We've been pretty consistent. Hey, maybe Speedster's doing some Porto Apparel tonight. Maybe I can join in for some runs or something. Maybe I'll get lucky and get him somehow. Nah, this boy doing Darkmoor. Look at him. Inefficient, man. Mr. Inefficient. You know, just freaking doing Darkmoor questing. Like, the fuck? The fuck, brother? Darkmoor questing? You should be done with this world by now. How many characters did you do this on? So I did it on my fire character. I did it on my life character. That was the worst one, by the way. I also did it on this character live on stream. And that's it. I got 2 more characters I like to do it on. I got my ice that has wall over AoE. I got my myth that just got their stat upgrades and also has wall over AoE. Also my max level. So it's guaranteed max level. Yeah, the life one was the worst Porto Apparel run. Like that, I regret everything. There was runs that literally took me like 30 minutes because people were throwing so hard. How did that not kill? I don't know. Kind of crazy that didn't kill. Normally that kills. I guess it didn't kill. Hey, but at least we're finished on this character, though. We're gonna be finished. Yeah, I can't promise I'll stream after I come back because it might be late. If I do, then you will be notified if you got your bell notifications on. If I don't, then you know why. It's because it's late. Also because I probably plan playing some gacha on the side. So, you know, some people like it, some people don't. And I kind of understand why. Because, like, imagine hearing, like, 2 things at once. Well, actually, you will be hearing one thing. What the fuck is she doing? The fuck? What is she cooking? Chat, we're gonna let her cook, okay? We're just gonna... Oh, fuck. We're gonna let her cook, I guess. She's doing something. She's Jamie Oliver incarnate. She's burning down the kitchen. You burned down your rice. Yeah, doesn't like Uncle Roger talk so much shit about Oliver? I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's all in fun, right? Like, it's like Jamie Oliver. Yup. Uncle Roger. We love Uncle Roger. I remember that one with the food truck. It's like, oh, you got anything that's like vegan based? He's like, yeah, we do. It's called. There's a tree right there. There's a tree right there. You can eat the leaves on it. That's vegan. I was like, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, the lady was ordering a salad. He's like, why you want a salad? You got all kinds of veggies up there. Is barbecue pork halal? Wait, what the heck did he do? Nah, what was that? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought bro used elemental shield, but like 70% version because of the item card she used, but nah, that's just he got shielded for that. I was like, okay, that makes much more sense. Okay, chat. Maybe I will stream myself doing the final parts of the grind in Kingdom Hearts, and then we can get through the Hades Cup. I think we're at a good enough level to do the Hades Cup. Ever since I was doing my off-camera grinding, I got to like level 60 something, and I still got a little bit more I want to do. So we could probably get a little further. I missed the yellow bear part of your playthrough. I'll be real, the Winnie the Pooh world in that one, like it's kind of fun, but maybe I just like the Kingdom Hearts 2 version a little more. Like the mini games in Kingdom Hearts 2, I think were a little better, in my opinion. Maybe it's just because I like Kingdom Hearts 2 better. That's probably why. But Kingdom Hearts 2 mini games were a little more fun. The one was very slow. And then Tigger pisses me off. And then fighting the friends was like, oh my god, like it was so jank, dude. It was so jank. It was very PS2. He caused mass-wide famine. Yeah, I did actually cause mass-wide famine. That is true. That is actually confirmed by fact checkers. Yippee! We're done. GG, everybody. GG. I'm done with the Storm character now. Hell yeah. I haven't gotten the rated in a while. It made me a little excited. I'm not gonna lie. I do appreciate Young Mike's for, you know, doing the raid. Appreciate that. Oh, we're finally done, chat. Oh my god, we got everything now. Yeah, I did indeed cause famine, though. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. That's very factual. I'm so curious about the spell elements. Oh, wait. There you go. So when you do an entire run, right? One character, get through all your rewards, and then do the runs. You get a total of 690 fortune coins, which can get you a multitude of things. If you're getting the Aquila spell elements, it can get you a total of 230 spell elements. Quite a lot. It's quite a lot, but it's also not a lot at the same time because it's random. So like, you may not be able to upgrade your spells. If you get lucky, you can upgrade a spell or two, which I was able to upgrade Fires of Mars. So yippee. You could also get like 690 lore spell elements. You can get quite a bit of stuff with this. Pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, here's the myth character though, before I go. So I finally upgraded the myth character as well. So here's my, I think this is my offensive or generalist build. This is my offensive build. So my offensive build now, with the little Frilosaur and the Bronto set, we got 245 myth damage, some resist, accuracy. We got 59% myth pierce, 824 myth crit, and I'm just a little over on power pip chance. And the gear I'm rocking is, we're rocking the avatar because of really just the fact that I have nothing else. I wasn't able to like craft the new hat, and honestly the new hat barely gave any stat upgrades, so I didn't really go for it. Obviously we're using Nullity Robe. We got the Abomination boots here, which actually did give me an upgrade. Abomination wand. We primarily picked this wand because I wanted to get the extra pierce from it. The extra pierce was good. The other good thing about this wand is that it gives universal crit rating, which also means I'll be getting life crit which is going to be really good if I use my helpful bat for healing, which I'll go over in a second. Obviously, Avatar Athame, because why not? The Fairy Kai Charm, because why not? Avatar Ring, which I think is the same in Darkmoor, honestly. My pet, the Bronto, and then the Kai pack, because the Kai deck, because why not? Then, if I were to go to my main set will be with like 237 damage, good bit of resist, and just everything else. Just like your main general set if you're just kind of, I guess, doing questing or so. Which honestly, it might just be the damage set I'm using more. But the most important one is going to be the questing set, which is my healer set for my solo experience. We're looking at 224 damage, 66 resist, 803 myth crit, 752 life crit, and 49% myth pierce, which that can maybe get a little higher probably. But yeah, our healing is 85%. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's really just so I can like have an easier time just healing against bosses and stuff. I wanted to get the upgrade boots, but the upgraded boots don't give a shield pin, and I was kind of sad about that. Maybe like the new gear from like the new gauntlet gives a shield pin, but I doubt it. I want a shield pin so I can get the healing mending pin. With that Frilly and Bronto, so otherwise it would be like 230. You can get like 65 Pierce if you were to replace your damage tools with Pierce. Yeah, and I did. But I decided to go more for damage. I wanted to go for like maybe around 50%. But I decided to go with like damage. Mainly because, you know, I got my offensive set going on. Yeah, some pretty decent Pierce. And just kind of focus on damage here. If I were to get like another piece, like let's say, I guess if I got another amulet, I can just exchange that for Pierce and just get my 60 something Pierce, which is good. And just go from there. Maybe, or like change the deck. I think I have another deck actually. The trendy Kai deck, I think I have another one. I should. Oh, well, I have this one. But it gives me less max spells, which is weird. Oh, yeah, I got the Abomination deck. Never mind. Oh, I already got the new deck then. Yo, I already got the new deck then. Oh, I didn't even realize I got this. Yeah, I could just rock this. I could rock this, rock Pierce on it, and then that would be like my main set for Pierce, right? And we could just go from there. Yeah, that would definitely work. That will definitely work for sure. Kind of crazy how good Fairy Kai is, though. Like, that health is insane. W School? True, true. How you doing, Purified Sage? How you doing? You could go all-in damage or Pierce, but should you? I think it's good to have, like, a all-damage type build, for sure. Like, if you're doing something like Peril or Peril, for example. And then for like your generalist content, or if you need high Pierce, like have a high Pierce build. Like either or works. I usually prefer Pierce, especially on the myth, because that's what we're known for. But I'm working on it. Overall, I'm working on it. Like we got most of the things that we want, for sure. I'm doing okay. Just lost my dogs to try and... Aww. Yeah, I hope you find them soon. You lost them? Like lost as in like they ran away, or lost as in they passed away? You know, it's like two very different things. Two very, very different things. Oh, you lost them as in, oh, I see. Yeah, sorry for your loss, man. I remember when my dog died, like around last year, over the summer as well. It's actually the 1-year anniversary since that happened. And it was really sad. Like, he didn't want to, you know, go away yet until he saw everyone. because he was still kind of like, you know, he was still pushing through. Because at the time I wasn't home yet, and I remember that when I came in, I was told the news and that I should go outside, and so I went outside. And once we came back in, that's when he, you know, truly passed away, because he wanted to make sure that like everyone was there, like everyone got to see him. So my dad got to see him, my mom did as well, and so did my sister and I. Which honestly, it's really sad. It's sad. Yeah, sorry for your loss, dude. I'm really sorry for your loss, man. Can't bring myself to make more Athames just to squeeze out a bit more damage in underlevel content. Yeah, I absolutely understand where you're coming from. Because here's the thing. I think that's my problem with like the Wizard101 formula. Is that my problem with the Wizard101 formula with when it comes towards the grinding aspect of the game? I feel like the grind, like the stat upgrades are so minimal that like it just feels very tedious if you're like a min-maxer. Which the solution is don't be a min-maxer, right? Just don't be a min-maxer. But at the same time though, I feel like it will do them some good, in my opinion, if they were to like spread out the gear. Like maybe have one world give like the main body pieces of gear, and then have the other world give like the side gear. So like the Athames, the rings, and the wands, the decks, right? And like have every world give like a incremental upgrade for like the jewels, right? The jewels will be the main thing that gets upgraded each and every time. But at the very least, that will give some gear a little bit more longevity. You know, in my opinion, right? And then when you do see the stat upgrade, it'll be a pretty, not significant, but it'd be a pretty noticeable stat upgrade. Just my opinion, though. What's the max myth damage? That's a good question. I don't know the answer. I like to go for a, you know, jack of all trades kind of build, you know? As you see. You know, main set, which honestly, I may just consider going with the suggestion from chat of going with a pierce replacement for a damage, so I can get more pierce. So like a more generalist, good damage, but mostly prioritizing pierce kind of build. Obviously, you got the damage build for like Portal or Peril. And then I have my healing build for when I solo, because I solo a lot. Just came back after 9 months? Wow, that's crazy. Well, I hate to tell you this, but the most goated event is ending in 14 hours. Get your coins. Go run some Portal Apparel. You get like what? Like 2 rewards or something? Yeah, you get like a couple coins. You know, get a couple coins. Go in the casino. Also known as Madima or whatever their name is. Get yourself some spellies. Yeah, go to Madam Magda. Go gamble on some spellaments. See if you get lucky. My storm build can get like 275 ice damage. Not sure if that's universal cap though. Yeah, I'm honestly not the best person to ask for max damage on anything, because I usually don't shoot for that. Pretty sure it's crazy. Now like 400% or 500%. Wow. You want to see my storm, by the way? Yeah, look at my storm, right? He's already like level 110. Bro literally has like 190 death damage. And yes, I do actually use death, unironically. We got the GOATED rate spell, which does a bajillion damage. We got Scarecrow for the AoE. We got Ship of Fools for the other AoE. It's pretty insane. Pretty goated, actually. Oh man. You know, chat, I feel really bad. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel very bad because I'm actually gonna be ending the stream. Is there anyone I know that's streaming Wiz right now? Like any people that I know streaming Wiz? Not at the moment, no. So now Wraith is just Triton with drain damage. Real. Yeah, literally. It's true. It's true, actually. Oh, Wicked Mom is streaming. Yeah, I say we can. I say we can raid her. Yeah. Yeah. Let's raid an old friend of ours. All right. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I haven't done a raid in a while. Let's see if I can still do it. Oh yeah, there you go. We got it. Where's she at? Where is Wicked Mom? Wicked Mom, where are you? There she is. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I hope you did enjoy today's stream. If you're on the YouTube side, make sure to hit a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you haven't. Join the friends and family. We would love to have you here. Unfortunately, I'm probably not streaming later tonight because it'll be pretty late. But I will see you guys potentially Wednesday. So what I'm doing, probably more Kingdom Hearts. So stay tuned for that if you like Kingdom Hearts. And if you don't like Kingdom Hearts or never heard of it, you should still stop on by. We have a really good time there. We're going to probably be finishing up on some of the grind and also do the final boss and secret bosses. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss it. As always, though, remember to stay frenzy and peace. We are raiding Wicked Mom on the Twitch side. I honestly keep forgetting you have to actually wait a couple seconds. So we'll make sure to do it next time. We make sure to do it next time. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, everybody. Let's go.
So all we need is Silver Tree.
Stop it.
See you later, guys.
Oh, hello,
Yeah, just
Frenzy
Silver
Gamer.
Tree.
Welcome,
As soon
Raiders.
as it
Hello.
lets me. There we go. Silver Tree.
How are
I
you?
took a picture of one fish.
2 fish. 3 fish.